Take away the claws, replace and give Logan guns, and this becomes a Western. Logan, starring Hugh Jackman, Patrick Stewart, Dafne Keen, Brody Holbrook, and directed by James Mangold. Logan is Hugh Jackman's supposed last turn as the iconic Wolverine. The movie takes place in the near-distant future, in which most mutants have died and no more have been born. Logan is caring for an aging Professor Xavier when a girl enters their lives and forces them onto the run. The trailers for Logan have given this much story, and if you haven't seen the film yet, experience it before knowing more than this. Logan's marketing team gave the right amount of tone and story to get people excited for the film, without giving anything away for this amazing movie. There isn't much wrong with Logan. The story goes places not many comic book films have gone before, and uses every bit of its R rating to good effect. The film is an emotional roller coaster, and it plays on the fact many have been fans of Hugh's performances over the past 17 years. He doesn't disappoint in what might be his last appearance as the character. Logan finally delivers a solo film worthy for Wolverine. It has everything we have come to expect from the character. Logan is the reluctant hero who is troubled by all he has seen and done. He's afraid to get close or help in fear of losing something again. He still feels a deep connection to Professor X, and their relationship is a key component to the entire narrative. It is also Professor X who pushes Logan to look after Laura when she shows up. Xavier knows Logan needs the connection to help him continue to want to live in a world which consistently beats him down. The story does draw Logan out of his shell to where he does want to engage with Laura and protect her. Dafne Keen is stunning as the young mutant X-23. She nearly steals the entire film with her performance, in which she doesn't talk for most of it. She is able to convey her emotions through actions and her eyes, and they speak loudly. Daphne's performance next to Hugh's is my favorite part of Logan. Her raw emotion during certain scenes was truly remarkable. I don't know how much she was actually used for her action sequences, but those were stunning as well. Jackman of course delivers in his action scenes, and it was interesting to see an older, slower Logan in this film. For most of the movie, he struggles to come to grips with this fact. The only throwaway character in the film is the villain played by Brody Holbrook. He's fine and serviceable, but he doesn't add too much to the movie. The character, however, doesn't need to add much for the story which is told. He's there to drive the plot forward, and does a good job in this function. The villains are the weakest element in the story, but their part doesn't need to be strong for the story to be effective. There are a few small nitpicks with Logan, but not much to complain about. The pacing of the movie does slow down just a bit towards the finale. A few scenes in this sequence are both touching and cute, but they didn't add to the film overall. One or two could have been cut out to pick up the pace and arrive sooner at the final fight. There is a minor plot hole towards the last part of the film as well. No spoilers, but it has to do with how the bad guys approach the final fight. They should approach it one way because of things said in the film, but approach it in another. In the end, this is a very small minor nitpick in a story and film which were executed to near perfection. Logan is also extremely violent, and because other X-Men films haven't been this brutal, it might be just a slight shock just how far Mangold takes the violence. It wasn't something that bothered me, but I could see if you're used to other X-Men films, how it could be a slight shock to the system. It also might be slightly disturbing to see a young girl perform these brutal acts, but her violence and actions serve an importance to the story. Logan couldn't save her without Laura helping to save herself. Needless to say, Logan is well worth seeing if you're any type of comic book movie fan, or have been a fan of Hugh Jackman's performance as Wolverine. It is worth seeing if you're just a fan of old school Western films. It very much pays homage to those types of stories. I'll be seeing Logan again in theaters, just to take in the story and the experience. It is well deserving of a second viewing. Let me know what you thought of Logan if you've seen it. If you have, is it the best comic book superhero movie to date? I still personally put The Dark Knight above it, but I'm not sure anything else tops it. If you haven't seen Logan, are you going to? Comment and let me know. Like, share, subscribe, and all that fun stuff. Thanks for watching.